There we go. Now you're going to hear me. There it is. Just the volume level here a little bit. Give me a second. Okay. Check one, check one. All right, that sounds better. All right. Things a little different now that we're here on our own mothership. Things working much differently, and there's definitely a learning curve going on. We have a larger staff. We have a lot more people doing more things. It takes a lot more to get this stuff up there. A couple of things coming up tomorrow night. We got Moonstruck. No, that was last night. Tomorrow night we've got Whip It Out Wednesday with Ange coming out at 9 o'clock. But the big story here on Rock in the Valley tomorrow night is Ralph Pagano will be coming on with Artist Spotlight at 8 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that with Ralph Pagano, newcomer here to Rock in the Valley, and a brand new format to a new show. So we're looking forward to bringing Ralph into our big family of different shows. And if you haven't been counting, we are doing something close to 15 different variety shows per week. We've got Not for Coltrane doing his Stump the Bands on Tuesdays at 12:30, and also his Cafe Speakeasy on Thursdays. We've got Tom Cooney doing his Songwriters live on Monday at 7 o'clock. I've spoken to Alexis, and she is also getting herself prepared for Mondays at 8 o'clock. Moonstruck Magic at 9. On Tuesdays, back to that, we got, like I said, we got Not for Coltrane at 12:30. Dave live from Florida will be coming back to us in November, and myself here at 8 o'clock with Rock in the Valley Showcase. And starting at 9 will be Josie Jancy and Steve Warner in Rockin' the Edge. And we already spoke about Wednesday night. Thursday, the Piano Bar will be returning this week. At least we hope so. And we're going to see about getting some people in there. The Piano Bar is Rockin' the Valley's answer to the Jam situation. So Fridays, we got some stuff in mind. We'll talk about that some other day. And Sunday, we got Screamin' Joe Holler. And we got something in the works for Sunday night. Stay tuned. You'll find out some more about that as we go. Big stuff happening, and I'll bet you're wondering what a Wildcat video is. Well, that'll be up on the website shortly. I am telling some people about it, but not yet going out to the public. What I will tell you is this. It's for you musicians, and it's to get your music out there. That's all we're about. We're about live music and getting it out there. So, with that being said, okay, last night we had Bill Madey on Moonstruck Magic, and it was a great show. And we did some oldies with him, and he was guessing all the oldies, and just it was a good time. Tony Dumont, our IT guy, and Ange, the Lehigh Valley Angel. It was just a fun show. It was a lot of great things, and I want to thank Bill Madey again for coming on the show. And Tom delivered a fantastic show last night with Ralph. Again, many thanks going out to Tom. But right now, we're going to zip over here to this man here, and I got to tell you, this guy here has done some major stuff here in the Valley. And I really, really like this guy's work. Okay, and here he is. He's doing. If you're wondering where he's sitting, he is in a starship. No, he's not. Frankie Z, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you've played with many different bands. As a matter of fact, I guess you've worked with the guest in the second half of the show, Kevin Shire and Lou. But mainly, I remember you from working with Dana Gaynor, and
Yes.
and some of the other music that she's done. But tell me a little bit about Frankie Z here before we get too far into this here.
Oh, well, I've also played with, you remember the hitmaker band, the Classics 4, back in the 70s. In 1977, I was on tour as the drummer with the Classics 4, playing Spooky. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. And
Oh, wow.
all those. I did about 100 shows with them as the drummer and background vocalist. That was like 1977. And I lived in Phoenix for a while, and I wrote the Future Phoenix song while living there. I've been in so many bands. And when I started to visit the islands in the Virgin Islands, I wrote a song about that inspired by the islands called Rainbow Island. And I was with, Dana for about 5 years, playing with Dana.
Okay.
But I write and record a lot of my own stuff, and I play almost every instrument except wind instruments.
Okay.
Like horns and things like that.
So your piano? I thought you were just drums, but you do piano, you do guitar, bass.
I played a lot of keyboards on about 15 or 10 or 15 of my songs. I play some bass. I play guitar. If I need a wild, Eddie Van Halen type of wild lead, then I bring a friend in. But Dana played lead on a few of my songs too in the studio. And Bob Carroll, if you know him, he played lead on a couple of my songs. Bob.
Oh yeah, Bob's a great guitar player.
Yeah, I needed a Van Halen type lead, and he came and did that on one of my songs for the most part. But 90% of it is all me on my songs.
Wow. So you sit down and you lay down one track at a time. You come back and do it. Now, when you do that, what track do you put down first?
Usually a guitar, a dummy guitar, like a guitar that I'm going to get rid of, just use that as a reference, and singing along. Actually, guitar and vocal all at once on the first track, just as a reference so I could play the drums with that. And that's how I do it, usually all the time. And then I'll usually get rid of that first, guitar and singing, because I just put that down half-assed, just as a reference to get through it on the drums. Then once I got the drums down, I will redo a more perfect, polished version of the singing and the guitar. And then I usually add the rest of the stuff after that. Usually bass is last.
Really? I would have thought bass would have been first. Could help you keep the time.
No, I just need a reference to the song. So I'll play the song on the guitar and sing it. And then I'll play that in my headphones and to lay down the drums. As a drummer, I just like that foundation there. And then I'll build the song from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Future Phoenix. That's one of the songs that you wrote. How about if we listen to that right now? You want to listen to that?
Yeah, okay. It's a collector's item now, and it could be found, in areas all over the internet where as a collector's item, because it's a rare record. It's no longer pressed, and so it's selling pretty well, like $50 as a rare item.
Oh, wow. Okay. And we're very privileged.
Single.
Well, thanks for sharing it here with us. But here's Future Phoenix, okay, and Frankie Z.
All right.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Phoenix is that kind of town you've heard so much about. They've got the futuristic overtones. They've colored every route, and it's all kept inside a big glass bubble dome, so the good air and secrets don't leak out. a party, no doubt, with great vision beyond the clouds, and that's just somewhere where they're situated too. Phoenix knows how to party, with all their colors vibrant and loud, shout out loud. Phoenix got love and smarties, they tell their friends come to the kingdom come, arrive here soon. Just what we've got here, there's nothing to fear. Our nature will assimilate, so raise a glass of cheer. Oh, well, Phoenix, oh, it's a party, no doubt, with great vision beyond the clouds, and that's just where they're situated too. Phoenix got love and smarties, they tell their friends come to the kingdom come, arrive here soon. Oh, well, Phoenix, it's got love and smarties, they tell their friends come to kingdom come, arrive here soon, don't be late, check this out, where the best comes to best, no doubt. Well, Phoenix is that kind of town that you heard so much about, futuristic overtones, you know they color every route, all kept inside a big glass bubble dome, so the good air and secrets don't leak out. And the monorails, they form figure eights, and they pass through every home. They got the highways of glass, leap tall buildings at last, to take a shortcut to your home. Well, it's Phoenix, knows how to party, no doubt, with great vision beyond the clouds, and that's just somewhere where they're situated too. Phoenix got love and smarties, they tell their friends come to the kingdom come, arrive here soon, don't be late, check this out, where the best comes to best, no doubt.
Oh, it's good to hear that again.
Hey, I like that, Phoenix. That's cool. Now, you did all the parts on that? You did the voice? You did all the instruments?
No, not on that one. I didn't do all the instruments. Back then, there were some musician friends. I'm singing it and playing acoustic guitar and bass. That's all I did on that. Yeah, but I wrote it. But I have some friends singing the background vocals and a friend doing the lead guitar too. Yeah. Back in Phoenix. Mark Mattson too, also on the keyboards on that. I didn't do keyboard. I didn't really get into playing keyboards in the 80s till the 90s, and recently I play more keyboards now.
Well, I can dig that. I'm a keyboard player. So that's cool. I'll have to have a dueling keyboards one day.
I just play by ear. I'll let my song play until I develop a part, that I think really fits it. That's about it. I play it all by ear.
What would you describe your style as? Are you a honky tonk or just whatever comes out?
My songs, yeah, I think it's pretty hard to put it into a category. Some of it is like a medium rock. Some of it is like pop. Some of it's funky. Some of it's like soul. So I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to put it. That I always have a problem when I'm going to put my music up, and then it asks you for the genre. I never know what to put.
Yeah, well, that's sometimes hard to classify. This is an upside down question, but because I'm thinking who would influence myself. I mean, who would you say was your biggest influence, or maybe who would you say influenced you? Because it's like for myself, it's not just one artist. There's several artists I got my influences from.
Well, first of all, that song that you just heard reminds me of Al Stewart. Remember Al Stewart?
Yes.
you know, Year of the Cat. I mean,
Exactly.
it
I was
just
just
reminds
thinking
me of
that,
that
yeah.
sound. But I never even bought an Al Stewart album. But I would say Jackson Browne. I bought a lot of Jackson Browne music, and I used to play his songs live. I love Jackson Browne. Went to see him many times. Was backstage with him and all. And I just love Jackson Browne music, and also Ty Rundgren, I think, and Bruce Springsteen. These are my big influences. And then I was into the very progressive bands like Yes and Genesis and Kansas. Kansas was a big influence.
No,
too.
they're good. I always enjoyed them.
Yeah, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. But
Emerson, Lake and Palmer, they're awesome. It seems you like to write about places because you have another one here called Perth Amboy.
Right, that's my hometown. Yeah.
Okay, Perth Amboy. Yeah, that was a destination with me. We used to call it. When I used to live down in Easton, Perth Amboy was our turning south point. And you know that big bridge there is on the Parkway, a gigantic bridge.
That's that like 8 or 10 lane bridge. There.
Yeah,
it goes into Sayreville.
Right. Well, I went across that one time. I had I have a big family, 4 kids and my now ex. We were going across that bridge, and I heard this click on top, and I thought I lost a suitcase on that bridge. But anyway, horrors, But anyway, here's Perth Amboy. What do you want to tell us about this song?
Well, Perth Amboy, I just love that town. I was born there. It has a beautiful marina. It has a beautiful bay area there. If you find your way down to the bay, a lot of people just pass Perth Amboy, don't realize that there's a beautiful bay there with a marina, yacht club, and all that. But usually only the people who live there know how to get there. It's not advertised, but it's beautiful.
There's a lot of roads.
I just thought I got to do a song about my hometown that I love.
All right. Well, let's go to Perth Amboy then. Here we go.
Yep.
With
All
Frankie
right.
Z.
Damn girl, all the ethnic flags unfurl. Spanish girls, Perth Amboy, from coast to coast. Perth Amboy loves you the most. Perth Amboy, let's take a toast. It's a non-lethal dose. Moonlight on the harbor, baby. Peaceful on the bay. The rings of love surround you, and it's coming our way. Want to map it out, want to make you scream and shout. Perth Amboy, Perth Am girl. Let's get there when all the stars come out. A colorful attitude, magical longitude, latitude, shining, shimmering jewel. The world has got a hold up for you. Perth Am girl, Perth Am boy, don't like to be away from you. No, no, no. Moonlight on the harbor, baby. Peaceful on the bay. The rings of love surround you, and it's coming our way. Never let your spirit down. Perth Amboy, he comes to town. Perth Amboy. No matter if you're black or white, Perth Am girl gonna hold you tight. She sings, Perth Am girl. See the bridge, don't be late. The lighthouse there to guide astray. Perth Amboy, kiss now, Perth Am girl. They start to trip around the world. Perth Amboy, Perth damn girl. All the ethnic flags unfurled. First damn boy, keep singing. First damn girl, never gonna let your spirit down. First damn girl, keep singing. First damn boy, joyful noises that transcend your world.
Yeah,
I like that.
I played everything on that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I played everything on that one.
Well, you did a good job. I liked it. That was a lot of fun.
There's 3 different versions of that. I'm surprised you found that one.
I'm not sure where I picked that one up. I think I got that one off of YouTube.
Yeah, there's 2 others on YouTube of the same song but different versions.
Is this which version? What's the difference between the versions?
Huh?
What's the difference between the versions?
Not much, except that one there has some bongos in it. As you heard, I tried to make it a little more Spanish influence because there are a lot of Spanish people in Per Damn Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do with that version. Yeah,
Okay.
tried to Spanish it up for Louis Camano.
Well, he's coming up very shortly. We got one more song here for you, and this one here, I must tell you, is one of my favorite songs that you've been doing. And I love these 2 songs here. I'm being exposed to some of your music, and I really like what you do. And with your permission, I'd like to be able to get some more of your stuff and put it over on our audio feed, Rockin' the Valley, and play it out. And if that's okay with you,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Well,
Steve. We used to do this song every night with Dana. Dana loved this song too. Big Baboon.
this is a great song. I love this song. So here it is, Big Baboon and Frankie Z. And was this recording here done with Dana? I'll leave play it first, and you have to tell me.
The one that we did with Dana on guitar there, and we used to call it the monkey song.
The monkey song. Okay, well, here we go. The Big Baboon monkey song.
I used to be a big baboon. I evoluted to the human race. Now I wanna have identical twins. I wanna be like the man upstairs. I wanna be another fountainhead. I wanna be another fountainhead. That's what I said. No macaroni, no peanut butter. Make all the things we need. People with our Keep reaching for the highest star. Turn upwards on the golden hue. And we're gonna find a way back home, yeah. If we have to do a piggyback. If we have to do a piggyback, make it back. It's coming to us. It's coming from us. It's coming to us, people on the side. We climb up harmonic highway to reach out beyond the stars. And last things are going our way, way past Mars. From star to star, and the stars join hands to sing again. And the stars sing like notes on the scale. And on the sine waves. I used to be a big baboon, evoluted to the human race. Now I wanna have identical twins, y'all. Wanna be like the man upstairs. Wanna be another fountainhead. Wanna be another fountainhead. That's what I said. No macaroni, no peanut butter. Make all the thing we need to go with our minds. Keep reaching for the highest star. Turn up what's on the golden hue. And we're gonna find a way back home, yeah. If we have to do it piggyback. If we have to do it piggyback. Make it back. It's coming to us. It's coming from us. It's coming to us, people on the sideways. We climb up a Harmonic Highway to reach out beyond the stars. And last things are going our way, way past Mars. From star to star, and the stars join hands to sing again. And the stars sing like notes on the scale and on the sine wave. I used to be a big baboon.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you very much for appearing here on Rockin' the Valley. We'll be talking with you some more. We'll see you over in Band Lab.
Okay. All right, Steve. There's another version of that around where I play everything on it, and there's horns, but keyboard type horns on it.
Cool.
I'll have to get you a copy of that.
That'd be great. We'll put that up on the station, and we'll play that. I think it's one of the coolest songs around. And
Thank you.
I love your music. It's really great. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
And I'm glad Angie was able to get a hold of you and get you over here in the show. It's been a pleasure to have you on, man. And
Yeah. Thanks for guiding me into this Zoom thing.
Yeah, we had a real
Steve.
time of it the other day, didn't we? So, all right, man. Frankie, we'll see you, and peace, man. Okay. All right.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you. So, ladies and
right.
gentlemen, we will be we're going to jump over here to our next guest. We're going to be talking to Kevin Shire and Louie, and we're going to take a quick break while I get them set up. The one we're going to hear, and one of my favorite youth bands, is Ito, and his song called Shine.
Shine on me again. I'll put the blanket down, bring me closer to the sound where you'll remember me as I am. 'Cause another day will come, and when it does, I'm gonna fly. When the first dove flies and the second dove cries out, singing Ram Ram Ram, Om Shanti Om Rama. Well, it's a sign of good luck and a symbol of hope. Send the scars all away, their memories for another day. Exhale the smoke and watch it float away. gonna shine on me again. There's a place I've seen with both eyes closed. It's a magical place where all of the light still glows. Can you imagine this place, an intimate space where all the best parts of you show? 'Cause it's gonna shine on me, shine on me.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, okay. We are going here. We can get ourselves all situated here. All right. Now, what we're going to do here, because of cameras and everything else, I've got Kevin Shire.
Hello.
And I got Louie.
Louis sleeping.
Louis sleeping. Okay. So we're kind of sitting here. And we're kind of like... So, Kevin, we're all going to kind of stare ahead, but we're going to pretend we're looking at each other. I can use the other camera, but it gets all kind of... I'm redoing the studio here, so we're going to have to deal with a single camera angle tonight. There we go. What's that?
Sheets. Got to put in a plug.
All right. Bad dad joke loading. Here we go. I tell jokes, bad dad jokes to Cassandra. She's one of our, Cassie, Cassandra Rose. I'm always telling her dad jokes, and I think she's threatening to leave the country because she. Let me see if I can't back this up just a little bit, so I can get all three of us in.
There we go.
I was going to reset the studio today, but I didn't get a chance to do it. All right, so, Ange, how am I sounding? Okay, she's not going to talk to me. All right, how about now? All right. So, Kevin, tell us a little bit about Kevin and Lou here.
Well, Louis, I started writing songs probably about a year and a half ago now, and I had to literally learn guitar to allow the songs to come out. So it's been a long process. I'm normally known as a drummer, not a guitarist, and my previous life as a drummer was back in the 80s and early, I guess, late 80s maybe. And then I switched and I became a photographer, and I worked behind the scenes with bands. I was a band manager and promoter, and I did a lot of that stuff, and then I just started managing again, and then decided, you know what, I'm just going to go out on my own, because I had a lot of songs in my head. I just wanted to get them out. So that's what I've been doing. So it's a whole different role, because as a band manager, it was easy to promote them, as me being the artist. It's kind of hard, because I know the tactics, but it comes off kind of icky.
Yeah, it's hard to promote yourself.
It is, yeah. Even as a photographer, I'm a photographer as well. So but so it's a role that I'm getting into. But as I've been playing more and more, then Louis stepped in and started accompanying me on harmonica, and it sounds pretty cool. So we've been doing this for a little bit now, probably about 6 months. We don't really have a formal thing together, because I don't really play out. I play out with a couple other bands. Louis in now Helicopter Hot Tub. He just joined that band, and that's a duo with Louis. Louis on harp, so a trio really. And then we had a couple blues bands together. That's how we kind of met.
I remember seeing you a lot at the Bev Conklin jams.
Yeah,
Yeah, you usually get up there and do a whole bunch of stuff with her. Hang on a minute.
right up my alley. We're good friends.
Yeah, they are. I was just commenting to somebody the other day how I miss going out and seeing them. I had some things going on where I wasn't going to see him as much as I wanted to. Bev's always on me to get up there and play keys. And
That's right. That's where I met you.
Yeah.
And then I hopped on the keyboard.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then they were doing that, and I had
The
got
Monkey.
right over to Blue Monkey, and we were at first I met up and started working with Bev over to Jetport.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then that whole thing happened over there with them, where they had to start like I can't think of the word now. Not redesigning. Remodeling. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Remodeling.
Yeah, they had to remodel a whole bunch of stuff, and they were closed down for about a month. We had a whole bunch of shows we had scheduled, so I went over to the Blue Monkey, and those steps. Oh God, those steps!
Yeah, the one.
Oh my God, those steps! I
I
hate
don't
those
think I was
steps.
only there once, I think.
Oh, that was we were taking the big system up, and they were nice. They let me leave the system up there, but then we had to take it down for the summer, and then we start taking it back up, and
It's a lot of work.
oh my God, those steps are hell. And you know, there's only one place that's got steps worse than the Blue Monkey. Okay, and that's Top Diner. Those steps in the back there are not made for somebody my size. They just, I mean, you know, I got greased to the freaking railing, but you know, so we got Bev over there when that
Well,
went
I
bad.
came to the area 20 years ago from California.
Okay,
And ran into precisely Frank Z was the first person. Frank Z
I'm not hearing you.
was the first person that that sort of approached me, and it was at an open mic in Macungie. So he needed a lift. We threw his drums in, and we went to Brandywine, and I ended up staying with the band from that point on, the Brandywine Blues Band,
Oh wow, okay.
and that was almost 20 years ago.
So you've been here ever since.
However, the same place where I met him at the Macungie pub, the same night I also met Eddie Bluestone. And Eddie Conover Jr., a great guitarist, had asked me that night through a friend to come out and try out with the band, and so I joined the Eddie Bluestone band. So immediately, without realizing it, I was in two bands in the same week. So,
That's good.
yeah. And so it opened up, being new in the area, it sort of allowed me to, you know, travel here and there, perform here and there, and you know, get to see the ruralness of Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you've been here since the late '90s. Okay, I'm just had to do some quick math.
2001, 2002, and then so forth. But then there were a couple other bands. And then inadvertently I met Kevin.
Inadvertently.
Blue Lake Channels.
Last year, what, late summer maybe?
Maybe,
Early
yeah.
summer.
I had a blues band, and
And we started rehearsing very conveniently, not even 8 blocks from where I live.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and so
yeah, I had a harmonica Briz, and he moved to Florida temporarily, so I knew Louis was a real good player, so I invited him up to practice, and everything went well, and now he's got another blues project that I kind of rehearse with, you know, drum wise. I think Frank's also involved in that somewhat.
I could probably bring Frank in. Is he,
but
I'm not sure what he's doing here.
yeah, so you know that's
There he is.
I guess the hey Frankie.
I don't know if he can. I don't know if we can hear him. I know I can. I have to unmute him.
What up, Frank?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I hear y'all.
Hey, bro. It's happening.
Yeah, man.
good, Frank.
Brandywine Blues Band. Yay.
Yeah, you heard that. It was
Yeah, I've
amazing.
been listening to the whole thing here.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys have worked together, haven't you?
Hey, Jackson.
Well, I was in a band called Ronnie Rock and the Trendsetters, and we had a reunion. I think it was our 30th year reunion, and we had it at McCool's Theater. And I think Frank, you were with Dana then. I think you guys opened up for us there. That's when I met you, I think, and that
Oh, okay.
was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But every year the Trendsetters try to do one reunion, but we didn't do it this year because of COVID. But yeah, so that's where I first met Frank. He's a great drummer, and so you know, I managed the band. I guess where I kind of I've always been in Lehigh Valley, but I moved to Hamburg, and so I kind of got out of the Lehigh Valley music scene for a while. But I managed a few bands out there, and one of which was called the Fiends, and they went on to open for Kiss at Hershey Stadium.
Wow.
And they were a new band. They had never played out, and they brought me in to manage them, and we played 32 shows and had a CD recorded at Dan's house studio over in Saucon Valley, and they had their songs were being played on WMMR in Philly, and within 7 months they played for Kiss at Hershey Stadium,
That's neat.
and so that's I kind of so in the Lehigh Valley music scene kind of area they recognized me as as a manager. Not so much as a musician. A lot of people don't even know me as a musician.
Well, why don't we
which is
show
really
you
weird.
as a musician here?
All right, I can do a
Let's
couple
get the
songs.
guitar up. Let's set the sound a little bit. And Frankie, if you could strike up your harp a little bit.
Luke, but they do call me Frank because of Frank.
See,
we do sort of look alike.
I was told that you two are actually Siamese twins once
Yeah,
removed.
they're twins.
sort of joined at the hips. Yeah.
In there.
All right, let me listen to this so I can figure out what it is. Hang on. And give me a check on this.
I met a young girl, sweet as can be. She liked me as well as I soon will see. Her kisses were sweet as apricot wine. How come she wanted didn't match mine? Why couldn't I see? Just let her be free. She now seems so happy. I wish her to be. When I was a young man, I had my fill. Younger, some older, they all fit the bill. My hair is now gray, it's easy to see. My heart is still longing, she's not for me. Yeah, I had a few, it's not easy to choose. Mind is a young man's looking for blues. The puzzle she fit, the song in her tunes. Now she remembers what I did lose. Why couldn't I see? Just let her be free. Now seems so happy. I wish her to be. I'm not a young man, I'm sure she could tell. Younger man's sorrow may wish her ill will, but I wish her well in all she will see. Still hear her voice, just not here with me. Why couldn't I see? Just let her be free. So happy, I wish her to be.
Very, very nice. I like that.
Thank you. That's one of my newer ones. I wrote like, I was in a position, thankfully, that I could take time and learn to play guitar, and I played probably like 2 or 3 hours a day. I would sit in the park and just learn and just play, and now I'm at the point where I'm kind of comfortable. I still mess up here and there, but now I feel that vocally and this, emotionally, I can portray more now because of the guitar. Before it was just trying not to mess up. But I think I did that Christmas thing with you. Oh,
Yes.
I did a thing at
the Hava Java. You were down there with
Java.
us.
That was one of the first live performances I ever did.
Really?
Was at yours, yeah. And I wrote. Actually, I'm going to do one of the songs that I wrote the hours before I did that show, and I did it on that show. And I think at the time, I really wished I was like a Dylan kind of guy with a harmonica. You know what I mean? Because the song that I picked really had that sound, and now that I have Louis, it's great because he fits that part.
I want to check something real quick here, if I may. Give me a second here. Nah, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't hearing it before. Okay. All right, let's go ahead.
All right, so I know you. Sitting in the hallway alone with you. We're doing things you know we shouldn't do. But never knowing tomorrow will be my last day, yeah. Still you do things you wanna do. But now I know, and now I know, oh, baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. You're sneaking off the ship to see the moon. You need to feel those feelings once again. Never knowing tomorrow would be my last day, yeah, yeah, yeah. Still you do things you won't do. Now I know, oh, baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. And I knew this would happen. And I knew it would be the end. And I knew this would happen. It happened time and time again. Sitting in the hallway alone with you. We're doing things you know we shouldn't do. We're never knowing tomorrow will be my last day, yeah, yeah. Still you do things you wanna do. Now I know. Now I know, oh, baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. Yeah, baby, I know you. Yeah, baby, I know you. Baby, I know you. Baby, I know you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. So I wrote a lot of songs. I'm recording right now. I'm la- the songs were really thought of when I was writing as a full band.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't intend to be a guy sitting playing solo, you know, which I probably could do, but
You're doing fine. You are.
It's really it was really intended for a full band. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but I have a lot of people that are interested in coming in and recording stuff. So it's weird because I do have recordings of me just alone, and then I also have recordings of me with a full band, and the songs are totally different.
Well, they will change, yeah.
So getting the input of guitarists and getting input of bass players and keyboard players, it all changes a little bit. So I came up with a thing called the Shire Project, and what the Shire Project was, when I was writing the songs, actually I think the next song I'm doing, I thought of the song sounded like the Kinks basically, and I had friends that played in like 60s type bands. They sounded a lot like the 60s. So that's when the idea hit me, you know, it'd be cool to have different bands to fit different songs. And I wrote a couple songs, and one song was Hey Josie. And so one song, I woke up in the morning, it was real early in the morning, and I had the song came to me vocally, and I woke up and I picked up my phone and I started singing, and I sounded like Steve Brodsky. And I'm like, Steve, so I saw him a couple weeks later, and I'm like, dude, I wrote this song and I sounded just like you. And so I asked him to do it. And he said he would come in the studio and do the song. So he'd be the guest vocalist on the song. So, you know, I have a lot of friends in the Valley that are willing to help out. So, you know, we're here right now, you know, at this point where I am recording. And we also have other things planned in the future, maybe a live event in the theater or something like that. So I'm just writing and playing. That's all I do right now.
Maybe I give you a hand somewhere along the line. I'm curious to hear what you're going to play because I have a keyboard behind me here, and I wouldn't mind trying to. What key you in? What key?
D major.
D major.
D delta.
Delta.
How do you fall out of love today? How do you fall out of love this way? How do you fall out of love the way you love her? How do you fall out of love today? How do you fall out of love this way? How do you fall out of love the way you love her? She don't love you
maple on that. No?
No, it's better.
Okay, 'cause I ended up in G over there somehow.
What?
I was in G somehow. I know the chords like usually grab and work through it, but you said D and I end up in G. I don't know what
Speaking
happened.
about the keyboard,
Yeah.
it was my mom who put me behind the keyboard when I was 5. The piano, actually.
Okay.
It was devastating because I was facing a window and I could see the kids playing baseball, and I'm half Dominican, so I was like envious. But she made me do my ABCs,
Yep.
and that sort of set the stage for me to pick up other instruments on the way growing up.
Well, that's actually good though.
So
I mean,
I did lose my ability to read music when I started ad-libbing, when she made me guess at the notes, looking the other way. What note am I playing now, Luisito? That means Little Louie in Spanish. I go, C major. You're right. What note are you playing right now, etc., etc. And that allowed me to pick this instrument up. But my first instrument is that one right there. Right
my
there.
first instrument was the instrument from hell,
What's that?
accordion.
Oh gosh, would love to hear it.
I actually have it sitting over in that room.
I
My
would love
first
to
one.
hear it.
We do have a special guest that just kind of walked in here, and we're on here. Josie Jancy, one of the dynamic divas,
You're
and
on my time slot now, aren't you?
yeah, I'm actually in your time slot
That's what I
now.
meant, so I'm allowed to be here. So
Yeah.
Next week I'll be here this time.
We'll be okay. You'll be ready for us next week. All right, I need a photo.
Yes, I have a photo. Did
What?
you share with you a photo?
You didn't give me your photo yet. Click.
It won't be by next week.
So yeah, well, yeah, I like it. I think it's a beautiful shade of pink.
Are you colorblind?
A little bit.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, I came over because I heard Kevin was going to be here, and Kevin, I missed you when you were on our show.
Yeah.
Remember? When you were on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You did the Divas and I wasn't
I
there?
did, yeah.
Yes, but we did an interview.
I did it with
Alexis still.
Alexis,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So
My chest.
I have like one more if that's okay.
Sure. You have time for one more. Go
I
ahead.
really like the harmonica attitude.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, If you're gonna play something actually a little more mainstream, I'll probably follow you. But
Probably this one's probably going to be a little different. This one actually is it's kind of a punk song. Kind of.
Well, you could
I know
have.
that's
I
your
mean,
roots. So.
Yeah.
what?
that's
You,
my
didn't you
roots.
feel that you were on?
I was I on key? I don't even
I
know.
couldn't
Can we
even
say
hear
that
it.
out loud a little louder? Kevin said something that's kind of important.
I couldn't hear you playing,
I
so
didn't
I.
hear
Oh, because I was listening here and somehow I was on G.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it.
Try again.
It's my last one. She said go. She said go. But she don't know what she wants. It's crazy as can be, but she puts me back in the bed to say that she knows what she wants. She don't know what she don't know what she wants. I tried to leave. I tried to leave. She don't know what she wants. It's crazy as can be, but she puts me back in the bed to say that she don't know what she wants. She don't know what she don't know what she wants. you.
I don't know what I was doing, but I had fun doing it.
You always sound good. Louis sounded
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
Louis,
All right.
So.
Well, I'll tell you what. That was a lot of fun.
Thank
I was really glad to have
Thanks
you
for
guys
having
on. Yeah, it was great. And I found out what my capacity is in here. And if I run at 25%, I got one in here.
Keep losing weight, you'll have plenty of
This
room.
place is huge.
This place is actually quite huge. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is all
at
done
least
with
a
mirrors.
20 by 20 room.
Yeah, at least. So where am I on this thing here?
But thank you. I'll keep you informed on
Oh,
what's
there-
going on.
We should say that Helicopter Hot Tub's playing at the Shanty on Friday the 13th. So
Oh, boy.
yeah, it's an omen.
This Friday.
Yeah, no, November. Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is this. She's going to probably appear down there and take a picture. It'll take you 15 minutes of it. We'll get them on your show.
Sure.
On
Either one.
Next
Rock
time
and
I'll
Edge.
bring my band, or
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Well, what-
he's
what-
part of it, by the way.
We're gonna she'll appear down at the shanty and she'll get you on tape down there.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna record it and then we'll put it up on. And we've got a whole thing. And I'm gonna talk to her about this
It's
a
an
little bit later.
honor being up here.
It's okay. I'm gonna tell you what. We've got plans. We have plans to keep music alive through this crisis.
We have to.
That's what's
Okay.
happened. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I told you before with the Wildcat videos, what we're doing with that, and I'm going to be releasing that very shortly. We have something that's also going to be going on, which I'm not going to talk about, but it's planned for Friday nights. And whoever we talked about this, remember that? And we just haven't gotten to it because we had our hopper flushed when everything happened over at Facebook. But
Yeah,
I will
sorry.
tell you right now, Facebook's change, I don't want to say demise because they are going to catch up. I know they are. Okay? Facebook's major change forced us to make a change.
I
Okay?
think this whole COVID thing.
Yeah,
everybody
everything-
look at everything differently.
Well, you
and-
see what we're doing here. I mean, we got some
Right.
major technology going on here.
Yeah,
And
you
behind
do.
you, by the way, is
This
the
place is
Rocket
great.
Valley Radio. Bump that mouse. You'll see the broadcaster running.
Well, let me just tell you, it was exhilarating listening to live music.
Yeah.
I think there's so many people that are missing out still.
That's
So,
the radio
let's
running
make
right
that
there.
happen.
Excellent.
And what's
Okay.
funny is that because of COVID, you know, the springs that have come out of the music that's coming out is primarily not rehearsed.
Yeah.
You just can't
Right?
get
Nobody's
together.
to rehearse.
So, and every week it has been like a different influence because, I can't make it. My wife doesn't let me. So and so, I'm sick. And so, but the music will let you free.
Yeah.
It's got to go on.
It's going to go on, and let me just give you just a tidbit, a Hershey kiss. Okay, the guy who was our IT guy is moving right now. He's okay. He sits up in Connecticut. He's moving to Maine. He can tie into our computer system here. His system up there is something like 20 computers.
Wow.
Okay, we've got sitting in here about 7. All right, between what's the virtual machines and everything else. The guy is incredible. He was involved with many different major projects. He's beyond me in anything. Okay, we are currently producing 17 shows, 16 shows a week. All right, and it's going to be more. It's just going to keep growing. What's happening is we are going into out there. Okay, she's part of a major project going on to keep live music alive, and we're getting into the venues. I finally kicked Alexis and got her moving again. Okay, I've been pushing her, and she doesn't want to come out because she's afraid. She's one of these people that's very much afraid of the
everybody's
COVID,
sort of afraid.
and I get that. I hid for 2 months,
Work with that.
but there's a way we can do it.
Right.
And rocking the
We
valley.
don't know what's going to happen.
You
know?
don't.
It could change tomorrow.
Well, we have
been
on
through
staff
war.
28 people. We have 28 people on staff.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we have a major staff. We are going to be getting it out there and moving it. Ralph Pagano starts tomorrow night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's got his own show.
Excellent.
So we're going to close this up. Josie, I want to talk to you a little bit afterwards. I'm going to move myself over here. We're going to close the show out.
Thank you, everyone.
Ange, yeah, and it's all Angie's fault. Okay, let me bring Ange in here. Ange, can you come in on us, please? Well, you didn't waste no time, did you?
I'm here
Angie.
listening in.
Hey,
Hey,
Frankie.
everyone.
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? My son, you guys sounded so great.
oh,
My
thank
son,
you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Hi, Ange.
Hi,
Okay, so
Josie. Louis, my son. I adopted him probably about what Louis would say 15 years ago.
No, it was 18.
Okay,
I
so
know.
how about Andrew?
Hog leg.
Excuse
I
me.
love it.
How about it, Andrew? We got some major stuff going down, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's all my fault, but I love it.
It's all-
I see
yeah.
so many happy faces, and I'm able to spread the love with artists and music, and I think it's wonderful.
I'll say this, broadcasting it out. 7 years ago in January of 2014, I started a 1-hour show because I was bored.
That'll teach you.
I never thought it would come to this. I really never did. Okay, and it's really kind of cool. We're gonna do some serious stuff. I'm gonna say an S word. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go. We're humming here. Our guy, Frankie Z. I don't know where he got to, but
I'm here.
oh yeah,
No,
okay.
Hey, Frank.
I'm here.
Hey,
Thanks a
Frank.
lot. Yeah, I'm here.
Hey man, thank you so much for coming on the show. And
You're welcome anytime, man.
Hey,
Yep.
Jackson.
It's good to see Louis, my brother, again.
Oh man, we're joined at the hips.
Yeah.
Thank God it ain't the lips.
When people see Louis, call him Frank. When they see me, they
Yeah,
call me
okay,
Louis. I
okay.
swear to God,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
oh,
Brothers from another
Quite
mother.
a few times.
I thought he was here, Frank.
It happened. It happened an unbelievable number of times. I'm not kidding.
One day Frankie's gonna get beat up. The wrong guy's gonna think, "Hey, Louis, what are you doing?"
What are you up to when you're not
let me see if I can get the other camera running here. Josie, see if you can get in. Yeah, you can get in. You gotta kind of squat down. There we go.
There she is.
Okay, now I'm still here.
All right. Yeah, now we're good. Now we're one big happy family. This is really
No,
cool.
you're not.
I love it. I love it.
I love your hair, Josie.
Thank you.
Isn't it nice
It
pink?
looks beautiful. I love that color.
Oh, it's
she's got-
electric blue. I like
She's
it.
gonna slap the hell out of me because I keep calling it
Purple and blue
pink.
next week.
I like that color.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna cut loose here, ladies and gentlemen. We've had ourselves a fantastic show. I'm gonna tell you what. Just because I thought it was such a great song, I think we're gonna end on Big Baboon again with Frankie Z. Okay. We're going to close the show out. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here on Rockin' the Valley.
Hey, Frankie.
Showcase
See you
tonight.
soon, man.
It's been fun. We'll see you tomorrow night with Ralph Pagano and Artist Spotlight, and Whip It Out Wednesday with our own Lehigh Valley Angel. Okay, and next week, oh, son of a gun.
Ouch.
Next week, we're going to have our Lady of Luxury here.
I don't know why I got luxury. Living on the edge. No, just rocking the edge, not living there. You just get to rock.
Rocking the Edge with you and Stiv.
And Steve. Josie and Steve.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's also he's a real Stiv.
He'll beat you up later.
All right. Oh, yeah, I lost where I
Next
was
week,
here.
9 o'clock, right here. Rocking the edge.
Same bat time. Same bat channel. I should have played it. No, I can't. All right. Good night, all.
Good
See
night.
ya.
Night.
Good night.
See y'all later there. Thanks, Steve.
See ya.
Super. Come on, start playing.
All right, good cueing.
It's not starting.
I see.
What the heck? It's not starting.
Maybe Kevin can play us an outro. Here's a guitar in hand.
There we go.
There we go.
I used to be a big baboon. I evoluted to the human race. Now I wanna have identical twins. I wanna be like the man upstairs. I wanna be another fountainhead. I wanna be another fountainhead. That's what I said. No macaroni, no peanut butter. Make all the things we need. People with our keep reaching for the highest star. Turn upwards on the golden hue. And we're gonna find a way back home, yeah. If we have to do a piggyback. If we have to do a piggyback, make it back. It's coming to us. It's coming from us. It's coming to us, people on the side. We climb up harmonic highway to reach out beyond the stars. way past Mars, from star to star, and the stars join hands to sing again, and the stars sing like notes on the scale, and on the sine waves. I used to be a big baboon, evoluted to the human race. Now I wanna have identical twins, y'all. Wanna be like the man upstairs. Wanna be another fountainhead. Wanna be another fountainhead. That's what I said. No macaroni, no peanut butter. Make all the thing we need to do with our minds. Keep reaching for the highest star. Turn upwards on the golden hue. And we're gonna find a way back home, yeah. If we have to do it piggyback. If we have to do it piggyback. Make it back. It's coming to us. It's coming from us. It's coming to us, people on the sine waves. We climb up harmonic highway to reach out beyond the stars, and last things are going our way, way past Mars, from star to star, and the stars join hands to sing again, and the stars sing like notes on the scale, and on the sine wave. I used to be a big baboon.
Okay.
Choose you.
Audio Jungle.